years for 1 degree movement, precession of the equinox, and it ends up being 25.
So Adam
D'Artagnan.
Apollo to my left, and Alan Green right here in the middle between Adam and Talal Ghuanam, who is a physicist, mathematician that we work with. So what's it been like here on this trip so far?
I've had an absolute amazing time. So many sites that we've entered that, as far as I know, as long as we can remember, they've been closed. Some of them have just opened up to some public trips, actually accessing them within just the past couple months. And then, a site we were just at yesterday, we were speaking with our guide, and literally the thing's been sealed for over 10 years. Nobody's even officially been down there. So it's been amazing to actually get into some of these sites and do really direct research, exploring the harmonics of the chambers. I know you've been measuring as well the exact proportions of the chambers, and really getting a deeper insight into what these places were used for, both possibly in the times of the major Egyptian kingdoms as we know them in history, and also in pre-cataclysmic times. What about you, Alan? How's this been for you?
For me, I echo everything that Adam just said. I came here twice before, and the previous times, having seen the bent pyramid and not known what I know now, it was very interesting. You can see it and go, oh, I know that's the bent pyramid, and I know there's this silly notion that it was a mistake and they stopped halfway and they changed the angle. But I hadn't done the work on it at that time. I was really, thoroughly ensconced in just doing the Shakespeare work and the Great Pyramid work. Since then, it's been opened up because literally things that Robert brings to me, and then also specifically that Nassim had brought to me, and then we were all kind of grokked this whole thing together, that there was something really major about 5 and 6. And so, as you probably know, bent pyramid is about 5 and 6ness. It's about one of the angles is perfect hexagonal angle, the other is a perfect pentagonal angle. So to go there and know that's one thing, but I had done a lot of work on specifically that, so that had been my area. And to go there and see it and go, oh yeah, there's a lot more there than just that. It happens to be that they, in simple terms, they cut it at a certain point, right? And that's the so-called mistake. But you could cut it anywhere and still project 6ness and 5ness. But they cut it precisely at the one point where the ratio of the two heights gives you one way. It gives you root 3 over root 2, which is literally cube. It's the diagonal of the cube and the diagonal of the square. It's saying here's two-dimensional Euclidean geometry going into three-dimensional geometry. So root 3 over 2 is saying, oh, we know about that cutoff, and then I've got to do the Robert thing and do the 1 over x of it and invert it, and it turns out it's root 6.
Yeah,
it's
root
math function.
It's an actual technical term. It's called the Robert thing now, and all the academies are studying it. Could you do the Robert thing on that? Oh yeah, sure. So we do the Robert thing on it, turn it into 1 over x, and with that same precise measurement, it turns out to be. Oh, we've got to go. The camels are calling us. So, thank you very much. When you flip it, you get root 6 over 3. We all know root 6 over 3 is the height of the tetrahedron to the edge of the tetrahedron. It's very simple, really.
Absolutely beautiful.
So
and to many
that's
decimal places too, isn't it? 5, 6 decimal places.
Oh, yeah, really deeply accurate.
Very accurate.
And so it's literally, you look at the bent pyramid now and you go, yeah, they were so fired for doing that. No, it's just, it's impeccable. It's more than impeccable. It's not just telling us 5, 6 is important. It's telling us the transition from, it's literally the cube, the sphere, and the tetrahedron, which has, again, only recently discovered is foot, cubit, meter. Tune in, you'll get more info later.
So now that you've dealt with the camels, Talal, come back on over here and give us your assessment.
Again, it was an amazing, adventure to me. I came to Egypt before in 2011. I just saw the pyramids from the outside. I've never been into the inside. but now we kind of see them in a more different perspective. Kind of, especially when the Bint and Red pyramids, I kind of see them like together, maybe working together as a single unit. So I'm trying to maybe look at them, analyze their dimension together, and everything was amazing in this trip. I'm very grateful.
Awesome. Actually, Adam and I, we measured the height of the tallest chamber inside the bent pyramid, and do you remember what the number was?
No, you got to tell me. You got to remind me.
All right, it was 56.65
Right.
feet.
655.
Yeah,
5665.
5665. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty epic.
and another thing that I've found really amazing is, even though we've been going to a few pyramids that are like this, there's what looks like sod almost piled on afterwards. It doesn't seem like very advanced construction, but in some cases you get these little peaks of large megalithic stone. And we just went underneath one and made our way through this long limestone tunnel to find a room. And this room was made of massive, pristinely smooth rose granite. And the whole room's rose granite with perfectly smooth,
Arched
curved,
ceiling, too.
arched
Yeah.
roof, like curved stone. And I've been testing the frequency of these different sarcophaguses. And inside of that one, dead on, F sharp in the 432 hertz scale. And we were just previously before that at this random tomb. You have to climb through this dirty tunnel all the way down, and you're in this tomb, but here's this huge stone box, really, carved out of a single piece of stone. And again, right there on that same note, which is also what we find in the large pyramids in Giza. So that's been awesome to see, that these sites that we think are much later and just kind of maybe burial sites actually have these chambers, which I think match the profile of energy capacitors, as I look at them, that we see in other sites that are much older.
In fact, even the room with that sarcophagus in it, I ran the measurements on it. It was 432 cubic feet, which is fascinating. I mean, in that tomb, first of all, that whole thing felt like a Tomb Raider experience, right?
did.
I mean,
It
we
did.
had to crawl through a hole that literally, how big was that hole? Maybe like that big around.
I couldn't even fit my backpack through it.
I mean, it was not an easy one to get to, but that's why we're all so incredibly dirty.
Yeah.
But it has been truly an amazing trip. And since we're on live, if anyone has any questions, go ahead and put up any questions you might have. Don't hesitate. We'll be happy to answer them as we can. And we've got so much more still to go. I can't believe we still have another several days left, right?
know.
I mean,
We haven't even been to Giza.
we haven't even been to Giza yet.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Tomorrow
we've
is
saved
all the Giza day.
That's
Tell them
right.
what we're
Big
doing
day.
tomorrow night.
So
8
tomorrow
hours.
night,
happening
yes.
tomorrow?
So
Right.
tomorrow night, here's what we're doing. You won't want to miss it. At 9 o'clock here in Egypt, we're going to be going to the Giza Plateau, and we'll be in the Great Pyramid from 9 until 11 o'clock in a private setting. So it'll be closed. It's closed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we will be going into the other two pyramids after that until about 3 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to spend time in each of the pyramids, and this is for only the second time in history that all three pyramids are going to be open like this. The last time was actually for a Residence Foundation trip in 2017. And both Adam and I were there for that. It was a life-changing experience, and quite frankly, the reason why I'm standing here right now. It was that good. You come to Egypt and you definitely leave changed, and probably kind of addicted to adventure travel also. And because I'd never really done anything, and now, of course, I've been to Peru, Mexico, right? Then the list goes on and on. We'll end up going to the next place that we're going. I'm not sure it's been announced yet, so I won't say it. But basically, after that, at 3 o'clock in the morning, we're going to be going to the Sphinx, and we'll be hanging out between its paws and also going under the Sphinx.
Like you do at 3 a.m.
Like you
5
do,
a.m.
like as one does,
The best time to do it. I mean,
from 3 to 5 a.m.
if you're gonna get the
Under
rest
And
of
we'll
the
be coming up and seeing the sunrise. Yes, it's going to be as epic as it sounds. So very excited for this tomorrow, and we've had just an amazing day today. I mean, every day has been literally amazing. I mean, we went yesterday under the step pyramid. Goodness gracious. We went all the way down. We found the floor, the 5th level down, 137 and a half feet from the surface.
Yeah.
And I'd been in there before, but I mean, to go down that level was just beyond.
And
Our
so
camera
fun,
person went
just
too.
Mazes of passages and tunnels in every direction, and rooms where the whole walls at one point
They don't know where the
must have
tunnels
been
stop.
just covered with these beautiful blue tiles,
Mm-hmm.
and so much of it had been ripped from the walls, but the pieces remaining almost looked
And
like you're in a
alabaster, we
starship,
found
and
an
there were
alabaster.
buttons hidden in the walls.
Alabaster, like light,
Right.
so translucent alabaster sarcophagus.
Right.
Right, at that very, very deep level we went down. We had to walk this ladder that looked like it was going to completely break on us, and we're walking over 2x4s and huge, drops. And I'm like, this could break at any moment. It was definitely like a real Indiana Jones type moment. But, this whole trip has been so incredible. It really has been so incredible. Words can't really express it. Wish you guys could be here. And if you have an opportunity to come back here or to come here, I really highly would encourage you to do it. And get involved and get on the next trip, because I'm sure, at least I know, I will be hosting several trips here to Egypt over the next several years. It's part of my sort of life's mission, I think, and plus love and joy now.
Yeah.
And now I've gotten my wife addicted to it too, which is great.
Yeah, she's
I
having a
needed to
great
do
time.
that. I needed to do that for sure. So she's definitely having a great time, and very excited to be here with you. And
Yeah.
you guys have been awesome. The presentations, wow, absolutely wow.
Yeah, Alan's presentation on the bent pyramid, and then the application of the 3-4-5 triangle rotating to match the shaft angle. You guys are in for some amazing stuff that's been coming out of the work here. So, great job on that.
Awesome.
Shaft.
That's right. Well, on that note,
We got a whole new.
on Alan
set of-
Shaft, we'll definitely.
Actually,
didn't
on
say
that
that.
note, please send us best wishes and hold us in your highest vision for tomorrow, because we are going into one particularly dangerous spot, and we're not even sure everybody can go with us.
We are.
And so just keep us in mind, and
I put yeah. Yeah, you're
He's-
going there.
don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just bring the camels back. when
Yeah,
you get-
that's, have a great time.
We're visiting
Yes.
Alan's hotel
Yeah.
room. That's what it is.
Yep. So just anyway, keep us in your best wishes, everyone. Okay.
Thanks very much.
All right. Take care, everyone.
All the best.
Bye bye.